Hello everyone, my name is Eric Ellsworth, and tonight I'm here to present the topic of how to create an infographic. An infographic is defined as a graphic visual representation of information, data, or knowledge intended to present information quickly and clearly. There are three key reasons why we need infographics. One is information overload. With so much information available in a limited amount of time, it's difficult to attract the viewer's attention long enough to convey your ideas. Statistically, people filter out text and only retain 20% of what they read, so only 20% of your message will be conveyed. An infographic can attract attention and highlight concepts quickly and easily while reducing filtering. The second idea is that humans process images naturally every day. It's easy to see that it's 3:25 p.m. by looking at the position of the hands of a clock. Text are symbols, and understanding the meaning of 35 symbols is much more difficult. It's easy to see the advantages of using one symbol to convey an idea rather than 35. And third, it's estimated that 65% of the population are visual learners, so it just makes sense to communicate visually to ensure that your message is received. The first step is to identify the main idea. This is your message, where you can share a solution to a problem, your perspective, or even outline a process. Identify your main idea and then find evidence that supports your position. Always use reputable sources and don't use secondhand information. Always fact check by tracing information back to its original source. Step 2 is know your audience. Now that you have your message, you need to determine who your audience is and how to deliver your ideas. Is your audience online or offline? If your audience is online, then you might consider an infographic that's animated, static, or interactive, which is a combination of the two. If they are offline, then you may choose a method where it could be printed in a magazine or a journal. What are their demographics? Are they in your industry, a specific gender, age group, or are you planning to engage a broader audience? And where are they located? Do you want to reach a local or a global audience? If you're trying to reach a global audience, then the infographic should be easy to understand regardless of cultural background or language barriers. Step 3 is to choose a theme. Choose a theme that your audience can relate to and that will help them remember your message. You should choose graphical elements that relate to the theme and will help you tell the story. Here we have an example that talks about the ideal length of everything online, where the animals of a zoo are used to highlight important concepts and provide context. Be sure to transform data and tables into graphical elements that are easy to understand and that will also relate to your theme. Always maintain a 1-to-1 ratio to ensure that graphs are accurately represented. Step 4 is to sketch your layout. It's important to have a basic design to work from. The most common layouts used are sequential, where the facts lead up to the main idea, stemming, which starts with the main idea and its supporting facts surround it or stem from it, and spiral, which you follow the facts until you eventually wind up at the center at the main idea. Step 5 is to choose your fonts and colors. It's important to know the differences between fonts and how to use them. The four most commonly used font types are serif, which have feet, sans serif, which don't have feet, script, where the letters are connected, and decorative, which has an ornate design. It's best to use at least 2 fonts and no more than 3. Readability is important, so it's recommended to reserve script and decorative fonts for larger headlines. In order to create contrast between fonts, use a mix of different sizes, weights, colors, and case, and maintain a consistent format. If you use sans serif for your heading and serif for your text, then maintain that format throughout the entire infographic. The most common color schemes used are complements, which are directly opposite of each other on the color wheel, split complements, which are to the immediate right and left of each color's complement, analogous colors, which are directly side by side on the color wheel, and monochromatic, which is choosing one color and then making it either darker or lighter by adding black or white. Another dimension that you should consider is temperature. Cool and warm colors should be chosen based on either your theme and or your audience. If it's for social media, for example, like Instagram, cool colors such as grays, blues, and greens receive more likes per follower. If it's for internal use at a company or firm, then you may want to incorporate the colors of the company's logo. Step 6 is to finalize your design. Now let's apply what we've learned to an example. An average web page is viewed for only 5 to 10 seconds. Let's compare a text description against an infographic with the same information. You will have 5 seconds starting now. Now let's look at the same information in the form of an infographic. And that is the power of infographics.